It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. True black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south where the strong survive and snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Tuesday. Baby. The streets is dry. Ooh, child. It's bad, y'all. It is bad. I seen 2K talking about it the other day, saying how it's a drought. Like, it's bad for creators right now. Like, they ain't got nothing going on. But shout out to the person that emailed me this day before yesterday because I didn't see it. I don't be on TikTok. I don't be on Instagram. I don't be on Snapchat. So I don't be seeing stuff that go on over there unless y'all send it to me. But yeah, we're gonna definitely get into it. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience. I did push the live back a little bit because I had wanted to take a little nap. Like I was tired, y'all. I stayed up all night, so I was tired. So I had to take me a little quick 30-minute nap. That's why I pushed it back. But anyways, y'all was still in here rocking and rolling. So big shout out to y'all. Let me see who we got in the building because y'all came in here quick. Let me see. Let me go up. Hey, Miss Ramona. Hey, sweet queen. Of course. Shout out to you. Thank you for forever holding down your girl's chat. You are appreciated, my love. Miss Miriam. We got Latay. We got Miss Simone, Miss E. We got Umika in the building. Jay, of course. You said, child, those people are so on again, off again until it's really pathetic now. Of course, they have unfollowed each other on IG a week ago, but today's payday, so maybe they'll make up. Listen, when I tell you on again, off again, I have never seen something so toxic in my life. And then to hold on to that, baby, we got to break up every week. I don't need you. I don't need them kind of problems, okay? I do not need them kind of problems because clearly somebody in that relationship can't get it together. And if you can't get it together for me, then that means I'm not valuable to you. So you just gonna have to keep pushing. And maybe one day, if God willing, if our paths align, we can make it back to each other. But that don't happen too often. But sup, child, that's a whole hot mess, y'all. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, who else? Hold on, let me go down. Latoya. We got Rolling with BB. Leah in the building. Shout out to my personal green team. Shout out to y'all, Miss Shalene, Miss Tracy, Beyond Compare Creation. We got Nene 36. We got Miss Lisa. We got, hold on, Solid as a Rock. Shout out to you, my love. Stay in the building, Stormy Flag. We got Texas Chick coming through. Miss Glenda Casharell. We got Miss Jackie Hudson. Miss Love Me. Who else? Let me see. To me. We got, let me go down, y'all. Hold up. Catch up with y'all. Love Me For Real in the building. We got, let's see. Common Collective, of course, one of my beautiful minds. Gemini Rising. Shout out to you. We got It's Kyra, baby. Of course, y'all know it's gonna either be Kyra or Latay that's gonna get on me with the latest with my CP time. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know Pa gonna be late to her own wedding when we hear whenever you ready, my girl. It's either you or Latay. But y'all should be used to me by now. I'm always late, y'all. I'm just a late person. Period. In all aspects, okay? Whatever I got going on, I'm gonna be late. Except for interviews. I try to keep that very professional. If it's a professional setting, I'm gonna be on time. Other than that, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late, y'all. I can't help it. Let me see. Who else in here? Let me go down. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, Queen Spag. Let's see. Stop saying this is my last batch. I'm telling y'all, charge to the heart. Hey, Miss Jeanette. Shout out to Gemini for renewing that membership. Okay, I love that. Hey, Jessica. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Wait no longer. I know, and then like I say, it's so boring. They ain't got nothing going on. Nothing. So everybody is trying to put something together to keep the content rolling. Hey, Last Chance. Hey, Miss D. I am her. Shout out to you. Nita M in the building. Miss Lovely. We got Corman, Keith Jackson. We got Miss Cassandra, Miss Donna, Trina Michelle, Miss Sherilyn, Capricorn 88. Y'all, let me find out y'all thought I wasn't coming live. Listen, let me tell y'all, the only way, let's say if I do set a live, the only way I won't come is if I take it down. I will never leave a live stream up and not show up. I might be late now, but if I'm not coming, I'm gonna just remove the live entirely. I won't just leave it up and have y'all waiting in the chat. Other than that, I'll just be late. Okay. Let me see who else we got. Hey, Miss Annette. Hey, Admire Me. Hey, Miss Beverly. Tokyo Blues in the building. Alexis. We got, hold on. Shout out to you for the colors. All five of me. Black Widow. We got Miss Deborah Kennan. Nola Bunny. We got Brown Sugar. Spiritual Butterfly. Shell Sunshine. Queen Marie in the building. Miss Melody. We got Miss Veronica. We got Miss Janice Gordon. That's another one. Shout out to all the new names. Miss Nina. We got Miss Portia. Star Smith in the building. Courtney. Who else? Who else? Let me see. Hey, Rod. Let me see. Just stuff going on in the media. Yep, that's about it. Like, literally. Hey, Miss Ilka. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Mama Tuck King. Miss Novella. My love, Mika. Shout out to you. Hey, Monet, Real Talk, No Chaser. I did message you back over there on my fan page, so make sure you check it whenever you get a chance. Child, you might have messaged me back, and I don't even know because I ain't checked that page in a few days. So if you did, let me know, and I'll go check it. Boo Banga. What's up, my sister? Robin Buttercup, Miss Patricia. We got, hold on, let's see. Shara Lynn. We got Chosen by God in the building. Shout out to you for being an 8-month member. I caught alive, yes. Hey, Kira. Hey, Tony. Who else, y'all? Me, Tupac, laugh a lot. I'm trying, though. I be trying, y'all. I be trying a little bit. Hey, Brad. Shout out to Tajay for being a 19-month member. One of my other beautiful mods. Hey, y'all. Hey, love it here, sis. Let me see. Let me see. Let's say yes, late, but I give you your props when you're on time. I just be trying to motivate you to be on. I know you do because I was on time the other day and you was like, look how I was actually a little early. That's because I just threw the live up there. That's probably why. And it was late too. Hey Fifi. Hey Rebecca. Who else in here? You missed it? That's okay. You can catch like you can rewind it back if you want to. Hey Miss Debbie. Shout out to Miss Glenda for being a 13-month member. My green team coming through. We got Gracie in the building, Miss Laurie, Lena Cannon. We got Miss Lolita at 7 months. Hey, my love. Miss Dimple, sweetly favored, Miss Kathy B. Truth Slayer. Shout out to you. Who else in here? Let me go down. I think I'm almost done, y'all. Motherly love. Mother love. I don't know why I be want to say motherly. Um, Rose 6565. Shout out to Gracie coming through with my first super chat. Thank you. I'm forever chosen. So happy you're live, Lupac. Y'all, it's dry. It's dry, y'all. And I know if I don't be wanting to go live, I know the other creators don't be wanting to go live either because it's nothing going on. Like it's really, really dry right now. So we putting stuff together for y'all, literally. Hey, Mr. Reeves. But that's how YouTube goes. It's always those unnecessary dry spells when it is absolutely nothing going on. It happens a lot on YouTube. Hey, Aisha, you said I figured it out. I know why they off because she couldn't give him no money because she had to get her kids ready for school, so he broke up with her. Child, listen. If only we could validate that. Listen. If only we can validate that, girl. But it's not, if we going off of what we see, it could be true. We could say that. If we're going off of um previous events, it could be true. Shout out to Art Chapman for being a member for 6 months. Shout out to my green team. Let me see who else in here. I don't want to miss. Oh, thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you so much. I think that's my second red 99 super chat, y'all. Since I've been live, I've been on here for what a little over 2 years now, and this is my second red 99. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Even though you were late, I will charge it ahead and not too hard, showing love per usual. Thank you so much, my love. I'm gonna listen when I go live tomorrow. I'm gonna be on time just for you. Okay, just for you. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna make it my business to be on time. I got you. Thank you again. I appreciate that so much. You just don't understand, girl. Who else in here? Who did I miss? Okay, I got everybody. Shout out to everybody that's in here, y'all. Like I said, we putting something together, but shout out to the source that did email me 2 days. Well, it was day before yesterday and send me this little clip because if you're not on all these different platforms, you won't catch this. So big shout out to everybody that follows multiple platforms that keep us as creators in the loop because I don't be on all that, y'all. Like YouTube mainly, Facebook every blue moon, and that's about it. Like I be too busy. And I feel like the platforms are not the same anymore. They're not how they used to be. Like Facebook used to be so lit. Now it's like it's you can't even use profanity, which I did hear something about they starting to kind of lighten it up a little bit again to where they giving you a little more leniency, but child, it was bad at one point to where nobody really wanted to be on there. And I don't blame them. I need the link so I can renew my membership. Okay, one of my mods, can y'all put the members link in the chat, please? And also, if y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Shout out to Gabrielle. She did her big one on your girl. So now I only need 5 more for my super chat go. Okay, listen, I love it. But that's another way to support y'all. It's not mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all been rocking and rolling with your girls. Some of y'all since I first got on here. So it's all love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Make sure y'all watching them ads and please hit that like button. That's it. Run the likes up. Make sure they like it and they not lacking. We got 323 in the building. Y'all came in here quick. I know y'all was looking for a show because it's so dry in these streets. Y'all probably was like, Lord, please let somebody go live. Cause y'all know it ain't. We don't watch TV no more. Okay, we watch YouTube. That's it. It's the TV is played out. I got so many shows that I need to catch up on. I've been saying I'm gonna watch the new Medea movie since last week, and still never got to it yet. Hopefully, at least by this weekend, I'll be and watch it before people spoil it for me. Cause my fiance been trying to tell me stuff about the movie since he watched it the other day, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I ain't watched it yet. I ain't watched it. I was already mad because he watched it without me. No, we ain't doing that. Hey, Miss Marie. Hey, Loveless Tay. Shout out to the people that ain't been here in a while and y'all coming through. Let me see. Appreciate the people. Thank you, Tokyo. Yes, Gabrielle. Look how we late, but she always bring the fast. That's what I love about her. Thank you, Miss Dimples. Ads tripping. I don't know what's going on with them ads, y'all. Like I have it. They be all over the place. Hey my two, hey Tiara, hey Lakeisha, shout out to all of y'all that's coming in. Okay, all right, y'all. So I'm gonna play before I play this clip that I got. Let me pull this up first. Hold on, because shout out to Dawn. Let me say this. One thing about Dawn, y'all say I'm the receipt queen, but Dawn is a receipt queen. Also, it could be multiple receipt queens, and she definitely deserves that crown as well. Because when I tell you, her receipts made a major difference in the saga. Like if it wouldn't be for her, we wouldn't have known all of this was going on with Johnell and while they was putting certain things on RH and all of that. So I feel like she don't get enough credit uh with the part she played in the vindication of her brother. Like she really don't. And big shout out to her. But I did get the receipts that she put up, right? So if y'all want to, we can go over those. Now, mind you, they are older receipts, but these receipts are um kind of like some context around an infidelity situation that they had and some other things, right? But one thing that stuck out to me with the receipts that Dawn put up, and I made it pretty much validate a receipt that LaOnya put up a couple weeks ago. So let me show y'all. And this is why, and the reason why I'm showing y'all this is because a lot of times, y'all know Laonya tends to plagiarize, but she also shares things that other people post, right? And y'all be like, Pop, she didn't write that. And I'll be like, I know she didn't, but guess what? You know, this is what people do on social media. When people share things on social media, uh, they sharing it because it's relative. They can relate to it. You know, they either experienced it before, they going through it, or something in the past, or you know, they know somebody who went through it. But it's always when somebody shares something on social media, it's always because it's relative, right? So, and for Laonya, if we looking at her pattern, you can pretty much tell that the things that she shares is very, very relative to her current situation, especially when it's something involving giving herself accolades, trying to prove her value, and so forth, right? So let me put this up. Hold on, y'all. Just to kind of show y'all that I know what I be talking about. Listen, I gotta show y'all. I be doing. I be knowing, child. All right, where is it? Which one? I want to put it up in the text. Okay, let's put it up here. Then I'm gonna bring it to my other screen to make it bigger. So this is just one of the messages that Dawn shared, right? But like I said, if y'all want to, I can we can go over those receipts if y'all want to go over the receipts that Dawn did on the live the other day. We can go over them. Thank you, my two. You say showing love while listening and tightening my locks. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. So this receipt right here, y'all can see it good. Let me know if y'all can see it good. Because I did put it on the other screen to make it bigger. Which I should have zoomed in before I put it over there. But if y'all can't see it good, I'm gonna still read it to y'all anyway. Thank you, love me for real. I appreciate you. And shout out to Miss Duncan for being an 8-month member. So let me get into it. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up on my phone. Too. Because I'm blind too, child. Thank you, Nita M, for that cash out blessing. I appreciate you. Y'all cutting up. You better not cancel my nail appointment. Hold on, y'all. My nail tech just messaged me. And before I bite all my nails off, because I got a nerve problem, she better not cancel my nail appointment. Okay, so my site shouldn't have let you book at that time because they were getting nails and feet. Is there any way? Okay, she ain't canceling. She just moving me to 2. Oh, shoot, I got to pick my son up that day. Hold on. Well, I can come. I can still come. We're going to figure it out, but I need my appointment. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm the type of person, if I don't have nails on, I'm a nail biter. Like, I will bite them to the nubs, child. And that's a bad habit, y'all. Like, I can't shake it for nothing. But I am a nail biter. When I get nervous or anything, I just got to bite them nails. I'm glad my children ain't took after me with that. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you, my love. Love you, Luca. I love you right back, my girl. Thank you. Okay, so let's get to this, y'all. So Dawn posted this message. This is just one amongst a bunch of them. And like I said, y'all, let me know in the chat if y'all want to go through those messages and we can kind of break them down. So this is Instagram messages between Johnell and Laonya. So he said, hold up. Oh my God, that's gonna be your ASS. And I can't give context to the message because this is just one message. So I never posted the one before or after, but it's what was shared. Is this right here, this Coach Legendary post that was shared. That's what I need, right? So she sent, let's just jump to that. Laonya sent Johnell this post by Coach Legendary. And she says, I'm telling y'all, well, she didn't say, but the person said, I'm telling y'all right now, if you have someone you really love, just work it out because it ain't nothing out here in these streets, right? So she sent that to Johnell. So what do y'all think that means? Now, mind you, like I said, these messages in particular are basically focused on infidelity, him cheating, them, just going back and forth talking. It was even a point in the messages where she sent him a post to put in his story because he shared a very inappropriate video of two girls munching, basically. I'm gonna put those messages up so I can show y'all what I mean. But the reason why I pulled this one up in particular is because she shared something very similar to this message, this Coach Legendary message, on her Instagram story a couple weeks ago. That's how I knew something in the milk wasn't clean, trouble in paradise, right? Because it was very, very similar, y'all. Now hold on. I'm gonna read it to y'all again, and then I'm gonna pull up the one she shared a couple weeks ago on her Instagram. So it says, I'm telling y'all right now, if you have someone you really love, just work it out because it ain't nothing out here in these streets. Okay. Now, mind you, she sent this to him. This probably was from last year or the year before, right? Okay, let's take that down. Let me pull up the other one. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so this one is what she shared. I'm gonna have to keep it big. Let's put it on the other screen. This one is what she shared a couple weeks ago, right? She shared this just a couple weeks ago because I was able to find it. And I get so much stuff. Like, people send me so much stuff. So the fact that I was able to find it quick showed me that it wasn't that long ago when she shared it, right? And I remember the share because she was sharing a bunch of relationship stuff back to back on her Instagram story. So on this one, she shared somebody else's post right here. The bottom part is something that somebody else posted. The top part is her adding a caption to it, right? So the bottom part says, any woman can be replaced, but the one who stood by you when you had nothing, supported and encouraged you at your lowest, and chose you over men who could give her the world, that kind of woman is irreplaceable. So her caption to that was, facts. If you got a good significant other, you better hold on to her or him because the pickings is slim, right? Isn't that very, very close to what I just read to y'all that she sent directly to Johnell when they was beefing about his infidelity, what, a year and a half ago? Very, very similar. So that's why I showed y'all that, just to show how when she posts these things about relationships and how valuable she is and all of that, 9 times out of 10 is because they're going through it. Because she be sending him stuff like that too, via Instagram or text message, like she did in the other post. The same thing she sent to him, she posted it on her story. And it's because he was cheating. Okay? Y'all following me? All right. Hold on. So let me see. I had another one I want to show y'all too, real quick before I pull up that little video, and then we're gonna get into the messages. That Dawn dropped. Shout out to Big Dawn. I don't even remember what this. Let me see what the other one is. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to pull this one up is because if y'all remember when I went live, day before yesterday, because I don't think I didn't go live yesterday, but day before yesterday I went live, and we were basically talking about how Johnell is not family man material. He's not. He gives bachelor. He gives. He's just not that. He's not what she wants him to be. And you could tell. You could tell by how he moved. He's always getting caught cheating or in somebody's DM. Like, he's just not that. And even with his career choice, he can't be that. You can't be a family man if you always on the go. If you always traveling, you always in another state. It's impossible, y'all. It's impossible for him to be what she wants him to be, right? So she posted this a couple days ago, and she said, I always wanted a family, both parents in the house, family dinner every night, movie night for my kids to crawl up under mommy and daddy, have both of us at school conferences, shows, graduations, etc., just to show my kids real love. That has always been real goals for me, right? And the reason why I shared this is because it was relative to the conversation that we had on my last live where I was telling y'all he will never be able to give her that because it's not in him. He's not a family man. Like, granted, he got 2 kids now with her, but he'll never be on that level of, what she wants out of a man. He can't give her that. He ain't that. He's a bachelor at heart, which is why she didn't call him cheating so many times. They say when this man go out of town, baby, he go out of town. Listen, the streets be talking. They say when he be outside, he be outside. He be outside. And it's more to it, but I can't say it on this live, y'all. But it's gonna come out soon. Let me just say that. And it ain't gonna be by me. It ain't gonna be by me, okay? I'm gonna just say that. But they say when he be outside, he be outside. No, no cap, y'all. And that's why I don't understand why he playing with that girl like that. Like, why? You didn't impregnated her. She had 2 children for you. Like, I never understood why men do that. If you don't want to settle down, don't settle down. Don't drag a person along if you know it's not in you. If you know you're not built for that, if you know you don't want that. But you see, men are selfish. Men are really sorry, fellas. Sorry to the fellas that's in the chat, but I gotta keep it a buck because, and it's not all of y'all, right? I'm gonna be fair. It ain't all of y'all, but for the most part, men are very selfish when it comes to relationships because they be wanting their pie and they want to eat it too. Y'all know that saying, child. But if you don't want what she's asking for, if you don't want that commitment, don't drag a woman along. Don't waste her time. Go, because why not just go be single? Go be what you want to do. Go do what you want to do. But no, especially when they dealing with a woman who brings a lot to the table, they want what's on their table, baby. And they still want to be outside. Stop. Hold on, y'all. I knew that was him. It never failed. I knew it was her. But yeah, like, Tupac, you crazy. Listen, y'all, it's the truth. Like, man, I don't understand that. Like, here to put it on a minute, okay? And don't slam my door. Child, she didn't woke up with a whole attitude. I don't know what's up with these Scorpio babies, but Pam will wake up with an attitude like it's nobody's business. Can't nobody beating did her nothing, y'all. Like, she would just wake up on 10, eyes rolling, like you swear she had a dream and got into it with some people. So she would wake up like she really be mad. I'm like, girl, what's going on? And that's her right now. But anyways, yeah, she is almost 40, acting like she's 20. Who? Who almost 40? That's why the millions over there is tearing RH down because he left her and they know Ja ain't ish. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a bad look. Tearing him down when the one who she's currently with is the actual demon. Y'all remember that post? Let me see if I can find that post that she made. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I might be able to find it. This when she said he was the devil or demon or something like that. Let's see. I remember specifically. Hold on. It was one of the posts she made, and people were thinking she was talking about RH, but she wasn't. Hold up. I put in the wrong thing. I mean, we knew who she was talking about, but a lot of people were thinking she was still referring to RH because that's what she would do for the at least the early parts of the saga. She would sub RH so much to where, thank you too. Close my door, okay? She would sub RH so much to where whenever her and Johnell would get into it and she would be talking about him, people still assumed that she was talking about RH. That's how bad it was in the beginning. But I feel like the ones on this side knew exactly what it was. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to find it. I could have sworn I had saved it recently. Hold on. Because it was a long post she made on Facebook. Let me see, y'all. Give me a second to find it. Give me a second. Because matter of fact, I think this was the start of her coming out and telling what it really was with Johnell. Before she legit started exposing him, she made this post. And a lot of people were confused. They thought she was talking about RH, but she was supposedly in a relationship still with Johnell. So it was current. When she said, I'm single as F, hold on, let me see. I could have sworn I saved it. And she called him a devil. What is that post? Baby, y'all cutting up. Colors. I see the colors. Thank you, Miss Green Eyes. Hey, Luke, I can chat listening while at work, showing some love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Valerie. You say, but Pac, we really can't blame booty butt. It's the booty butt for me. She wanted those Geritol babies. She knew what she had. We all know babies can't change a man. That's true because she did want that. That ain't no lie. She wanted that pregnancy. So, and you know what? Remember when she did her story time, y'all, and she was saying how at first he was like, go get the stuff. And a lot of people were confused. They was like, what stuff? When they was talking about getting pregnant. And he was like, she said he told her go get the stuff or whatever. And people was like, the stuff? What stuff you need to get pregnant? So that's why a lot of people were assuming that, they did something or she took some type of contraceptive, something to help her get pregnant because she said herself verbatim, whenever they had conversations about getting pregnant, he told her to go get the stuff, right? So it's real confusing if that man and then she said he changed his mind and was like, I don't think I want to have babies by a married woman or something like that. And she was like, well, okay. So once he would have said that, to me, in my opinion, first of all, having kids is a very, very serious decision. So for a man to say he want kids and then to switch up on you just like that, that should have been a sign right there. That should have been a sign right there to leave it where it was at. But she said one minute he said he wanted kids, and then the next minute, first of all, who would want to have children with somebody that's still in a marriage anyway? Like that's crazy to even try to procreate while you still. That shows you're moving too fast in itself. But hey, she still proceeded, still had him with him, and now she stressed the F out because he always on the go and ain't really helping her. They could say what they want. You could tell that man ain't helping her like that. Talk what women don't go to her own mother's funeral. Thank you, Miss Trina. I appreciate you. That's been in the talks for a while now. Hey, Kimberly W. Hey, Pretty Eyes. What's up, DS Island? People been talking about that for a while when it was initially said. So I don't know. I know that's not something I would ever miss. I could never miss something like that. So I could only speak for myself, but you gotta be a real ain't no if there ain't no man on God's green earth that would keep me away from my mama's funeral. I don't care what's going on. Because that's the last time you will ever see your parent. Like that ain't something that you could just get back, you know? So I don't know. That's a real interesting person. Y'all, I'm still looking for it. I cannot find it. To my source, if you in here or one of y'all, it's if y'all can remember, it was a post that she made, a very long post where she said, I'm single as F, right? And she called him a demon or the devil at the end of the post. If y'all can remember what I'm talking about, I need that. That's what I'm looking for. I just can't find it. But I know I have it. It's just to find it, child. You know what? Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to look one more time, y'all. And if I can't find it, we're going to move right along. But I want to find it because that post told a lot. It told a lot. I know I have seen that doggone post recently too. It never fails. Whenever I'm looking for something, I can't find it. When I ain't looking for it, that's when it pop up. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe if I find it on TikTok real quick. Oh, I want no music. Okay, that was her story time. That's not the one I need. Mm, maybe they be eating her up on TikTok. See, I barely be on there. I didn't know they had all of this. Dang. Hold up. Matter of fact, what's her name? Posted it. What is that girl's name? Lakeisha Keisha. I think that's her name. She had posted it because the last when I screenshot it, I want to say it was on TikTok, but it was a while ago. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Okay, let me put her name in. Keisha. I don't know if it's the same on here. Bear with me, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Dang, I cannot find that post, bro. I hate when I can't find something and I know exactly what I'm looking for and I can't find it. Somebody find it for me. But like I said, it was a post that she made where she started it off saying, I'm single as F. That I'm single as F. Hold up. One more thing. One more thing I'm going to check. One more please. And she said, please refrain from mentioning any of my exes. Something along those lines, y'all. And then at the end of the post, she said something about him being the devil. It was a long post that she made on Facebook. But I cannot find her. but I know a lot of people had it. A lot of people screenshot it and was talking about it because they were confused as to who she was referring to. Even though, like I said, we knew she was talking about Johnell because of what she said in the post, but somebody find it and send it to me. Let me see. When she went live and was sitting in the car, she called him a devil. That's not it though. It was an actual Facebook post. I remember that though. That was her story time. When a woman sped up. That was that. But it's an actual post, and the post was actually made well before she came out and exposed him, in person. Thank you, Terry, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for that super sticker. Hey, Raquel. Shout out to everybody that's coming in, y'all. Please hit that like button. We got 4:30 in the building. Run the lights up for you, girl. Hey, Lupac, I think it's in him, but I just think he's not the one. That could be it too. Because a lot of time we as women will try to force a situation that don't fit. Like, and I'm very big on if you with a man and he's consistently and constantly messing up, whether it be infidelity, disrespect, any of the above, right? And it's no signs of changing. I ain't talking about just one mistake because we all human at the end of the day. So I don't see no harm in a person, reconciling or, trying to make something work with a person who messed up one time. Ain't no harm in it because we human. But if you did it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, baby, that man is not for you. That man is not for you. Period. Men change for who they want to change for. And that's a fact. Women can't change a man. Don't get it misconstrued. But men change for the woman that he wants. It's a difference in those statements. And I think a lot of times people get it confused and women will hold on to a situation, wasting their own time thinking that they can change that man to do and be better. And you can't. You cannot. You're going to waste your own time. And I really think he's one of those men. Hey, Miss Juanita, I don't think he's family man material. I think he's the type of man that will string a woman along, especially if she's beneficial. And when he go out of town, he be outside. He be outside, y'all. That's what he gives. So, and she knows that. She said it herself in some of her story time. So she know what she dealing with. I think she's just hoping, especially now since they got those babies, I think she's hoping and praying for the best, but sometimes it's just better to let it go. Because you, like I said, you will waste your own time and God could really have a blessing out there for her as far as a man is concerned. And by holding on to one that's not it's not working out with, that's toxic and karmic, you will, child, you're gonna do it to yourself every single time. Hey, Shanika, you must be new because I don't recognize your name. Shout out to you. Hey, Kimberly, you say a man that mistreats you and cheat is not love. Love does not hurt, period. Facts. And I hate when people get it misconstrued and say, when, like just when we did that story on the Frenchman and I forgot the girl name, child. May they rest in peace. But the family was coming out here saying, oh, they was toxic, but they loved each other. What? That don't go together. Granted, it is a thin line between love and hate, but no. Love does not hurt. Love ain't gonna have you crying, sweating, and fighting, and no. I hate when people say that. It don't go like that. If you love me, you gonna love me enough to not put me through hell. Period. What's up, Dale? Okay, y'all. So since I can't find that post, somebody find it for me though, because now my mind is stuck on it and now I want to pull it up, but we can't find it. And watch, when I'm gonna get off this live, I'm gonna find it if somebody don't find it. But let me pull this up. Hey, Miss Me. So, like I said, shout out to the person who sent me this via email the other day. Because I feel like Janashos was being very cryptic, but I also caught, oh shoot. Why are you okay? Very cryptic, but I also caught the sub. Caught that sub, child. I agree 100%. I know Johnell sick. He fumbled that woman, but also Chrissy made him show up differently. She didn't allow none of the BS he's pulled on you. That's a fact. That is a fact. She wasn't going, okay? And she got a whole another man child. Very happy. She's very happy. All right. Let me pull this up, y'all. I'm gonna have to pull it up from YouTube because I uploaded it. Videos. Did I put it in short? Yep. Okay. Wait, make it bigger when I pull it up. All right, share screen. And y'all gonna hear some noise. Y'all gonna hear a little noise in the background. That's because on the video, it was a song playing in the background. I know you wonder where I've been. That song, I got a thing for you, but I can't let go, right? I literally removed the sound where I removed the music, the instruments, but it still left the actual voice. So that's the noises in the background for the ones that might get confused. I couldn't remove all of it. Okay. All right. And of course, the very beautiful Jacob Lattimore. That man know he fine. Okay. So Janastros reposted this on his TikTok, y'all. And I was it's real interesting. It's real interesting. Let me play it. I'm gonna play it more than once because sometimes it'll go over some heads, right? All right.
Grew spiritually and grew in my spirit. Like I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first it was like, cause I'm a family man. I come from a big family, and it was becoming weird to create them boundaries to say, hey, nobody comes to my house but me. It just is. I'll meet family or other people at certain spots. We can designate a place to meet, but my home became a sacred place for me, and I started to enjoy it. And then as I grew spiritually and grew in my spirit, like I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first it was like, cause I'm a family man.
All right, let's run it again.
Grew spiritually and grew in my spirit. Like I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first it was like, cause I'm a family man. I come from a big family, and it was becoming weird to create them boundaries to say, hey, nobody comes to my house but me. It just is. I'll meet family or other people at certain spots. We can designate a place to meet, but my home became a sacred place for me, and I started to enjoy it. And then as I grew spiritually and grew in my spirit, like I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first it was like, cause I'm a family man.
Now, why would he share that, y'all? Why would he share that? Like, that was real interesting to me. When that was sent to me, I'm like, why? And he shared it. He shared it just on TikTok. See, I think he pick and chooses what he shares on Facebook because she created that page for him. Now, I can't verify if she still has access to his Facebook. I know at one point she did because if y'all remember, I put up a post the other day where she had posted it was around her birthday, I think last year, maybe. Her birthday last year was something where the post said something about my wife Bree. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. The post said, my child don't stop with that game. So she shared in his story on Facebook, the best birthday gift was my wife Bree. And a couple minutes later, he deleted it and said, I didn't put that status. Right? So stuff like that, I feel like it's long lasting. Like it has a long lasting effect. The fact that he not only deleted that, but he also went behind it and let the whole world know he didn't write it. That right there is red flags to me. Because at the end of the day, even if she wrote it, right, he could have just deleted it and let it go. He had to embarrass her too. That's the things I look at. And that's what she should be looking at as far as red flags and some of the things that he's done. That's crazy to me. Like that is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what I got. Let me run it one more time for the ones that don't get the message.
Grew spiritually and grew in my spirit. Like it was, I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first, it was like, cause I'm a family man. I come from a big family, and it was becoming weird to create them boundaries to say, hey, nobody comes to my house but me. It just is. I'll meet family or other people at certain spots. We can designate a place to meet, but my home became a sacred place for me, you know, and I started to enjoy it. And then as I grew spiritually and grew in my spirit, like it was, I started to really feel who I was inviting over, and like nah. At first, it was like, cause I'm a family man.
Wait, who just sent me that? Hold up, y'all. That's old post. Oh, I did not want to do that. Are those? Hold on. That gotta be old. Hold up. Hmm. Hold up, y'all. Oh, I know she didn't put that recently, but it's a long. That's I'm looking for a long status, y'all. Hold up. That's it. Thank you to the person who sent it to me. I don't want to say your name. That's the post I was looking for. Hold up, y'all. Let me send it to my story. Not my story job. To my email. We got it. Okay. There. See. Thank you, Miss Green Eyes, for that cash app blessing. I appreciate you, my love. All right. So, y'all, what did y'all take from? Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all took. Ham, bring me mommy a Q-tip, please. What did y'all take from this message that Johnell shared 2 days ago on TikTok? This one. This one, too. What y'all took from? Like, why would he post that? Why would he post about not wanting people at his house and um like his house is his peace and his safe space, and you got to be careful inviting certain energies into the home, and that's it. He don't want her there at his house anymore. Let me see. Yes, why she don't do him the way she did Robert with his child? They're gonna pay for that. Exactly. That's what I don't understand. Let me say this. She will. It's because they're still fresh. Even though they break up and make up, they still fresh. And it's a possibility that they can get back together. And also, I feel like she's learning from her mistakes. She knows she can't do him like RH at this point because it's going to backfire on her. It ain't gonna work in her favor this time. So she gonna have to move different. She has no choice. Can't move how she moved before because she's no longer in victim mode, victim status. She lost that right, baby. She done lost that right. Once you start acknowledging that you're in an abusive situation and then you start trying to gaslight and manipulate the internet into believing they're at fault for how you come out here and put things and you are considered a part of the problem. You can no longer victimize yourself. You start doing to the internet what you say these men is doing to you. Make it make sense. If you come out here and say that this man is abusive, right? And you say, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this. And then when people start talking about it, sharing it, and dialoguing about it, basically sharing what you put out, and you start saying that the internet is manipulating and flipping your words, making it more than what it is, that's gaslight. That's a narc trait. Like, make it make sense. So, hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up. I can make it bigger. Let's put it on my screen. Oh, I could have made it. It's already big. Okay, so shout out to the person again who sent me this. Wait, so this is a new post. The one I just put up, no, this is old. This is when she initially came out here and basically was subbing Johnell, but people thought she was talking about RH. But we on this side knew she was talking about Johnell. You could tell. And I'm gonna read it, you'll be able to tell. Now what I just played with Jacob Lattimore, that was new. Johnell shared that on his TikTok 2 days ago. All right. So in this post, she said, heartbroken. I'm single as F. Please refrain from mentioning any past exes. Now, mind you, she was supposed to be still in a relationship with Johnell at that time. So that's how people should have known she was talking about him in this post. Because you had people in the comments that were saying, oh, she ain't talking about Johnell, she's talking about Robert. She said, I'm single as F. Please refrain from mentioning any exes, not ex. The child, they will voluntarily and intentionally let something go over their heads. Just to try to prove a point. So she said, the worst thing I could have ever did was let a person F over me. Now, why would you think she's talking about her ex when she was with somebody totally different? Make it make sense, right? That's why I said the smart ones knew exactly who she was talking about. Why would she still be talking about Robert when she was with someone new? That's not common. So she said, the worst thing I could have ever did was let a person F over me over and over. The best decision I ever made was leaving the people I left, even though we know Robert left her. And people say keep things off social media. No, F that. I praised that person on social media and made them feel like they was perfect and they wasn't. It goes deeper than what the media thinks because it's a lot I dealt with in that no good relationship. I tolerated a lot. I've been nothing but good to people on my mama. And time again, I ignored red flags trying to see the best in people. I'm fed the F up of being treated like I ain't when I've put people on high pedestals, making them feel more than they truly was to me. Now, let me pause right there, right? Because in this moment, a lot of people were confused, like I said, but I think it was intentionally confused because why would she be talking about Robert when she was in a relationship with Johnell? It didn't make sense. Like, make it make sense. Even in the beginning when she started off saying I'm single as F, that should have let them know right there she was talking. But some people knew. I ain't gonna lie. They had a lot of people in the comments say, oh, she's talking about Johnell. And she was. because she later on came out and let the world know via video, via live stream, that she was putting him on pedestals that he didn't deserve. I praised you in public, so I'm going to let the world know how you stabbed me in my back in public also. So she said, I have been hurt time and time again, all while I was protecting people and saving them from being viewed as the bad person. I'm done. I choose myself and my kids, and I'm not tolerating another F ninja. I've been publicly humiliated time and time again, never defended, never even protected, while I was always providing and protecting him. I thought I met an angel and I met the devil. Please leave me alone. Right? So my thing is, this was posted before she even got pregnant, y'all. Imagine going through hell and back with a ninja and you still give him a baby. Well, two, to be exact. Imagine that. That's some crazy work. But this just shows you how far back it goes. Like, ooh, I would have been too scared to give him a child. If he putting me through all that hell, baby, no. We ain't doing that. So, hold on. Let me pull up the messages going ahead. Hold on, y'all. So we can give some context. Why I didn't save these messages? Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Y'all know y'all impatient, some of y'all. Let me pull them up so I can send them to my email. Dang, it's a lot. We gonna go through them though. Last. One of them got numbers on it. But no. Looks like I sent them all at one time. Hold on, y'all. Trying to upload these messages. My child is so loud. Hold on. Screaming on that doggone game like that. Okay. All right. Let's start pulling up. We got 420 in the building. Make sure y'all running the lights up for you. Girl. Where they at? Did they send? Might take a little time because so many of them. All right, y'all. Give it a few minutes. It is a lot of messages. It send. Oh no, it didn't send. Hold on. I wonder was it too many of them? Let's see. Outbox. Ooh. Now, tomorrow. Yes. All right, let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get it together, child. I don't know why it's not sending. Maybe it's because I sent too many at one time. Let me try again. Because it's about 20 messages. So it could be that. Maybe I sent too many and it don't want all of those messages in one. Let me try to send a couple. Go ahead. Have. Okay, that's 10. Go ahead. Thank you, Miss Glenda. Y'all show up and show out, baby. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the love in this live stream. We are witnessing it. Wait, what we are witnessing is what happens when you let's just see where this goes instead of intentionally dating bad. And I feel like when you get to a certain age, baby, that goes out, y'all. I speak on stuff like this because I know what I'm not dealing with, and I ain't putting. I can only speak for myself, and I feel like when we younger, we make dumb mistakes. I done made some of the mistakes she's making right now, but you're supposed to learn from that. You're supposed to not, especially when you got kids. You have to acknowledge the fact that your babies is watching, your daughters is watching what you allow. My fiance can't even raise his voice in let alone in front of my daughter. I don't play that. No, we're not doing that. Because what you expose your kids to, they become a product of their environment. At least 85 to 90% of the time. And you don't want that. You're gonna treat her like a queen and you're gonna treat her mama like a queen. Whether she's yours or not, period. Like you and a lot of women don't realize that. What you accept sets the standard for your kids, boys and girls. And when you get to a certain age, it's time to stop making the same mistakes, baby. It's time to learn from experiences and do better. So if your girls start making those mistakes later on in life, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. And then they calling you because they're accepting something from a man. How can you advise them otherwise? I want to be able to tell if my daughter, let's say your child go against the grain, right? And your child didn't experience toxicity. And then when they get older, they still choose that route. So if they call you on the phone, I could say, well, why are you dealing with that? You didn't see that growing up. You see me being treated like a queen. You didn't experience your mama going through it. So why are you dealing with that? You grew up being treated like a queen. See, you can't say that if you going through it and you exposing your kids to it. That's why they say when you date, you have to date for you and your kids. You gotta want better for you and your children. Because you influencing them. You showing them the way of life. I would hope that she would want her kids to think that that's the way of life. But if we going off of what we see, then child, listen, that's some bad business right there. Let me see. I wonder if I want to do them in order. Hold on, y'all. Yes, we'll figure it out. Okay, let me start. Open. One, two, three. Hope I ain't putting the same. Good job. Hold on, y'all. And he's such a gaslighter and manipulator. I don't know how she deal with that. It's Child, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, especially when you've been there. When you've been through it, when you've been with a man who would gaslight and manipulate, it becomes disgusting to you. Like, this is why I would always say she didn't really go through what she said she went through with RH, right? And the reason why I would say that is because her actions don't align with that. Because if you really went through with what you say you went through with your ex-husband, you wouldn't be in this situation now. You damn sure wouldn't be putting up with it because it's no way. More often than not, at least 90% of the time, when a woman has been in an abusive situation that's filled with abuse of all forms, gaslight, manipulation, all of that, you become disgusted by it. And once you escape it, you never want to be in that again. So her actions don't align with that. This is why that was one of the things, one of the reasons why I didn't believe what she was saying when she said what she said about her ex-husband. I was like, it couldn't have been that bad. Ain't no way. Because we live by experience. We move by experience. If you really went through that, why would you settle for it again? And Johnell showed her early on the type of person he was. That was a blessing because no feelings was involved. So you had more than enough time to flee the scene unscathed. You wasn't even in love with the ninja yet when he showed you his true character. And she said that. She said the first week they met, the first encounter, matter of fact, in LA, he showed her who he was. He was abusive in that first week, allegedly, according to her. And you still stay? If a ninja gonna show you their dark side, the child, before they even have a foot in the door, that's a clear sign to all ass. You do not stay in some. I feel like that's God blessing you, trying to get you away from that immediately. That's crazy. Ain't no way in hell. You don't give something like that the benefit of the doubt. You look at it as a blessing in disguise. Like, okay, God, I see what you're saying. I hear you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way a ninja could show me the first week that he got a dark side to him and I'ma stick around. Because more often than not, in the early stages of courting, relationships, dating, whatever, y'all in puppy dog love. Like, it be the best stages early on. So if you get an advantage where a ninja show you who he really is the first week, that's your sign to keep it pushing. Ain't no way in hell. Especially showing you that when he drinks, he immediately gets out of character. That's crazy work. And I remember, if y'all remember, it was certain messages that Dawn put out where she was saying that she would stay with him as long as he quit drinking. That man been drinking. I don't know if y'all know this, but he always got a drink in his hand. Now, I can't 100% say it's liquor, but it be looking like liquor. It be looking like liquor. I ain't lying. He look like he still be turning up. Them cups be giving liquor, baby. Thank you, Raquel. Yup, her guard would have stayed up fast. Especially, and that's the thing, right? Because she said in her fed up video that you took advantage of me and my vulnerability. But that should also be the stage where your guard is up. That should be, because you could be two things at once. You could be very vulnerable, and you could also have that guard all the way up because of that vulnerability. That happens more often than not. Like, let me have my guard all the way up because I just went through some shit, and I ain't trying to go through it again. So it's kind of the storyline is kind of confusing, and that's why I say that was a red flag for me looking at her story, viewing this story on the internet, because I'm like, if you went through 6 years of complete hell with your ex-husband, even though the chain of events didn't align with that, you remarried him and you paid for everything. We seen messages where you were saying he was the one saying that he didn't want you no more, because you wasn't, doing what you needed to do as a wife, and all of that. So it didn't make sense. And then all of a sudden you got a story where you saying your marriage was 6 years of hell after we seen text messages of you calling off the wedding because he said you wasn't supplying what he needed. Not that you didn't call it off because you wanted to call it off because you felt like you was going through hell. No, you was wanting to call it off because of his grievances. And a lot of people let that go over their heads. Not Pac, baby. I'm very analytical. I pay attention to detail, especially things like that, right? If you get a woman out here that say, you got to make sure the actions align with the words, y'all. Don't let stuff like that go over your head. Make sure actions align with words. If a woman comes out here and she say, hey, y'all, I've been in this abusive marriage for 6 years, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, all of the above, right? And then we like, well, we followed y'all's story. If you was going through all of that, why did you marry him again? Not only marry him again, but you paid for everything off your own dime. Make it make sense. Then we get messages that Dawn put out where you was wanting to call the wedding off because of his grievances, not your own. So why you didn't call it off because you went through 6 years of hell? Why would you even want to marry into that again, to renew those vows? I've never heard of somebody doing that. Like, oh, I'm going to marry him again thinking it's going to get better. What? Y'all only been together 6. And if all the years, it's crazy because even with that statement, who the hell stayed with somebody and the entirety of the relationship is hell? More often than not, it's like, okay, well, we've been together 10 years. 6 of those years was good. 5 was 4 was bad, right? 9 years was good. 3 was terrible. It be like that. It don't be, oh, who the hell gonna sit in misery for 10 years or for 6 years? Make it make sense. Who gonna sit in misery the entirety of the relationship? That's why I feel like, well, we women gonna get it. Women gonna know. Women gonna be able to call cap and BS on any situation because of experience. If you know, you know. A woman gonna know a scorned and bitter woman when they see her, because we know how we as women move. So it was real interesting how so many women sided with her, even though it switched up eventually. But the fact that they still dragging this man is crazy, because the play been exposed. It's been exposed. Like, I just don't understand it. Ain't no way this man should still be getting drugs. Even now, this woman is with a man who she came out herself and said was abusive. So my thing is, if she came out here and said that, right? Why is she still with him? And why are y'all still dragging the ex off of her word, quote unquote, when she's still with a man currently that she say spit on her, spit in her face, choked her, call out her name, say he was gonna murder, nobody gonna find the body, then took stuff from her children, said F her and her kids. He done did the absolute worst to her, and she's still with him. But y'all still dragging her ex? Why again? Make it make sense? Woo! The internet is a crazy place, child. The internet is a crazy place. She thought he was a famous actor. Yep. Trinity, hey Trinity, say also DV survivors will not and do not pick on the abuser. That is a fact. And that's a fact I stand by. That is a stone cold fact that I stand by. And I don't, because you know how they say you can never tell an abuse victim, right, off of certain things. But one thing I say is true when it comes to all DV victims, and I stand on it. A DV victim will not antagonize her abuser. It's not going to happen. A real DV victim. It's not going to happen. Not in this world or the next. You're too scared to do that. And don't get that misconstrued with mutual combat or fighting back. Because they'll say, well, she could still be a victim and fight back. That's true. That is definitely true. But you ain't going to start it. And that's what made me take away how I viewed Cassie with the Diddy situation. Once I heard her testify that she would become violent towards him, I was like, oh, that's mutual combat. Even though, I feel like that hotel video definitely stained a lot of people's brains. And once somebody sees something, it's hard to get away from it. But the way my brain works, I'm still stuck on her saying she would start it. She would start the violence. She would start popping him in his head, punching him and this and that. So I'm like, well, baby, you ain't no victim. That's mutual combat. Y'all both are bruisers. If that's the case, that's how I look at it. Because you got victims who don't fight back, who are naturally scared. You got women who will beat a ninja. You know what? Who gonna fight back? Like, we both gonna be abusers in this mug. That's that's just how the game goes. Some women like that, some don't fight back, but it is what it is. But you ain't a victim if you over there starting it and fighting a man first. No, you are just as toxic, baby. You are just as toxic, if not worse. If not worse. And I look at it, and the reason why I say if not worse is because men are naturally stronger than women. Why would you want to start something physical knowing 9 times out of 10, unless a weapon is involved, he gonna get the best of you? Make that make sense. Just off of strength alone. You toxic when you over there starting the physical violence. That's some crazy work, child. I would never do that. Real victims avoid altercation at all costs. If anything, they walk on pins and needles trying to make sure they're not saying certain things, doing certain things. Is always looking over your shoulder when you a real victim. Because you don't know what's going to set that man off. You could put a little too much salt in the eggs and he going to go upside your head. Or not enough salt. This is why I cannot appreciate the people that play with it. Because it's not a game and it's not funny. It's some women out here that's still stuck and that's still scared for real. Don't know how they're going to get out. So when you get a woman on a platform who say, hey, I got out and you can too, knowing damn well that man left your ass, according to the divorce decree, according to third party, where you was crying saying, can you please help me reconcile my marriage? What? At what part did you get out, quote unquote? But you portrayed that image on social media, and that's not cool. You also had actual victims thinking that you would help them to get out, help them find shelter. Talking about some 30-day no contact. Whole time you still jumping on this man shrimp, showing up in lingerie, talking every day on the phone. Talking about if you ain't trying to work it out, don't call me no more. Girl, what? But you telling a real victim that she need to do a 30-day no contact when you didn't even do it? That's why I can't take these people serious. And you won't catch me going back and forth with nobody because I don't play when it comes to this advocacy, when it comes to real DV. I ain't got time for that extra foolishness. We ain't doing that. Once you show me you're not about what's right and what's wrong, I will never entertain you. Once you show me you don't stand on real morality, real integrity, I will never entertain you. Period. This is not a game. There are some women out here who don't know if they gonna be alive the next day. And y'all playing with it. That's not cool, dog. That is not cool. They don't know if they can get them and their kids out of a situation because they don't have the money for real. And you got this woman over here trying to grow a fucking YouTube platform based off of a fake DV story. I'm getting pissed off. Woo! That's not cool, y'all. Like I will never respect it. So when y'all come in my chat talking about you biased, I don't give a. I'm gonna continue to be biased. Let me just say that because I don't forget. I don't forget. All right, let me get to the bottom. Shout out to Tanya for being a 13-month member. Love you, girl. What's up, corporate thugging with Mika in this bit? Let me get back, y'all, because I almost went somewhere just now. I start getting mad. Like, I don't like stuff like that. And you got people that's out here caping for that. Y'all just as crazy. Caping for that. When it's real victims, we all, if you ain't been there, then you got somebody in your family that's going through it. That's crazy to me. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for that super love. That's crazy, y'all. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm gonna be on that side. Period. It's not gonna happen. The side of somebody who lied like that. Who child? Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Look at God. I thought they had put it in the chat already. I'm gonna put it. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, the link for the membership is in the chat, y'all. For the ones that asked for it. I don't understand it. It be the older women for me though. Like that is great. My mama, my aunties would never. Shout out to the women who don't do the internet. Period. The ones who act their age. Um, I got a good DV story for you, Kyle, to see if you want to do some content on. I'll send it. Okay, send it to me, Kim. Send it to me, girl. She's a boss news TV show said I am a real victim. Shout out to you, love. It's a lot of real victims in the chat. Some that speak on it and some that don't because it's unfortunate that in this saga it's made a mockery. It's not. It's like it's not even a real situation anymore, and it's sad. Is they come? You got women mocking other women's stories. You got women mocking women saying they was uh molested as a child. I'm trying not to say the word, y'all. Like I feel like regardless of what go on the internet, ain't nobody hate should never be that strong on the internet among strangers to where you can't come together when a woman has a story. And I ain't talking about LaOnya because they quick to say, well, what about her child? That was y'all. Let's stop playing. Like, let's stop playing for real. Stop using her as a fucking example when she's currently in a situation now that she herself came out here and spoke on and still there and not wanting people to talk on it. Oh, don't speak on it because we back together. Girl, bye. I'm talking about real victims. real victims. The fact that the hate, disingenuous hate at that, because ain't nobody even met nobody on this internet for real, to be hating that hard to where somebody can have or be going through something and y'all can't come together. That's crazy to me. Or to clown, to laugh at a woman saying she was molested as a child. That's not funny. I don't care how much you dislike somebody. Certain things shouldn't even be funny. I could say, "Oh, girl, I don't care for you," but I still wouldn't play with your trauma. Like what? This is why I be saying you could tell who don't believe in God for real. Cause if you did, you gotta know His wrath is the greatest get back. You gotta know that karma really exists. Ain't no way. That's why you don't see me on here playing with people like that. Because I actually believe in the wrath. I believe in karma. I believe in the universe. And I ain't trying to test it. Granted, some of y'all might not like what I speak on. Y'all might not like the fact that I blog on you. But I'm not doing nothing intentionally to hurt her. Me speaking on stuff that's on the internet is not doing stuff to intentionally hurt her or harm her family. I'm not communicating threats or anything like that. We dialoguing on stuff that was put out on the internet. That's it. That's all. I ain't trying to stop her bag. I ain't calling nowhere to stop no bags. None of that. Even though it's people who do that, more power to them, child. I listen. No shade. No shade. Pac ain't doing none of that. If I can't reach you with these words, I ain't doing that. Nope. Even when it comes to the kids. That's why I couldn't stand when they try to don't put my name in the midst of dragging kids and bullying kids because I'm a mother before any of this bullshit. I would never play with nobody kids. Some people think certain things won't happen to them, and that's the sad part about it because ain't none of us exactly. And then I be looking at certain things that be happening on the internet, right? Like tragedies and stuff. Look at what's his name? Child, I forgot this man's name. Hold on. Theo from the Cosby Show. What was his real name? Malcolm something. I guarantee you, when he woke up that morning, he did not know or think or felt like that was going to be his last date with his family. Because you don't know. You don't know when it's going to be your time. A lot of these people move like they going to be on this earth forever. Or their family members going to be here forever. That's crazy to me. That's why I don't play with deceased loved ones. I don't play with nobody trauma. I don't play with nobody kids. Because it can happen to any one of us. Ain't nobody favored that much to where you won't go through some type of tragedy. And the fact that some of these people will have a tragedy and then you got these other people who will charge it up to, that's karma for talking about lie on you. Is you stupid? Is you crazy? How is you cool? She ain't that important. Ain't no way in HELL. Child, the fact that y'all brain would even allow y'all to say something like that is crazy. Oh, that's what they get for talking about Bree. What? So you mean to tell me God out here taking people's family members because they speaking on an internet story? It's the audacity. It's the audacity. Just like you got people saying, "Oh, little precious Meek Meek is the result of Kevin and Lacey's relationship. Is y'all crazy? How that sound? When there are millions of kids and adults now out here with the same condition, monogamous and polyamorous relationships. And it's more monogamous than anything. I think some of these people just be saying dumb stuff just to say. Like, make just because you feel a certain way about that person, don't mean you have the right to speak something over their life or like it's gonna stick or like it's actual factual. Make that make sense. People sin every day. Ain't no sin. Of course, if we going off the Bible, now one sin is greater than the other, even though I don't agree with that. But if we going off the Bible says not one sin is greater than the other. Like, I just don't get it. So see, y'all know one thing God don't play about babies. I think it's babies, the elderly, and fools. I don't know if it's fools, child, but listen, it's definitely babies and the elderly. So to even speak that and think that God would curse somebody's child, listen, it's all about the logic. Logically, some people don't have logic or common sense. But some of the stuff they be saying, y'all, I be like, what the hell? Like, you can't even open up to your audience completely without these people saying the dumbest stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of stuff. I know myself. It's a lot of stuff I would like to share with y'all about me. And, stuff I done been through, my family, and all of that. But you can't even be transparent without these people charging or chunking it up to the truth saga. Like, what? That's crazy. What's up, Tiffany? But that, y'all, the stuff with Sami, that took the cake for me. That took the cake for me. Because it ain't that much hate in it can't be, y'all. It can't be that much hate in nobody's heart on this internet that will allow them to play with a baby. I say all the time, kids don't get to choose their parents. So to put these innocent babies in the midst of this adult foolishness is blasphemy. It's crazy. These babies ain't in this. They don't know what's going on. Why are we holding them accountable or making them accountable or adding them to this foolishness when they're not the ones, they're not putting on the internet? Meek don't even know what's going on yet. He's still a little baby. God forbid he see the stuff where his name was mentioned one day. I hope God protect and shield him from all of this foolishness, and it never make its way to him, because he don't deserve that under no circumstances. I don't think no kid should be talked about, period, because they don't get to choose their parents. And they damn sure ain't choosing this foolishness. That's crazy. That definitely crossed the line of no return. Ain't no way. Like, and this is why I don't play with these people on this internet, y'all. So when people say, oh, well, you don't ever respond, and I ain't, because I'm not going to hell with you, a stranger. Why would I? You don't know me for real. I don't know you for real. Why? It's not necessary. I don't have nothing to prove. Me arguing with a stranger on the internet ain't gonna change my lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna change theirs. It's pointless. Pointless. Especially when you're not intentionally out here gunning for nobody. When you ain't messing with nobody, when you just doing your work and keeping it pushing. I wish I would. What him? That that was already open. Yes, it was. You didn't even try. Close my door. That is crazy to me, y'all. A lot of it's just be so unnecessary. Child, for DSI, listen, I have at least two in my family. And when I tell y'all, they so smart, extra focused. Like they are extremely smart. Smarter than some of these regular adults. What they would like to call normal. That's child. It's them acting like they're exempt though. It's them acting like God won't give you the exact same thing you frown upon as your karma. You reap what you sow. That's the crazy part to me. Speaking things, words hold. I don't think people understand how much words really hold power for real. God will give you what you speak, what you frown upon, 10 times over just to prove a point. Sometimes that karma be so specific, you ain't got no choice but to know it's karma. Because you know, a lot of times people be questioning, like, oh, that ain't karma, is it? Sometimes God will give it to you so front and center and in your face where you know this is because of your action. I'm giving it right back to you. It don't always happen like that. Sometimes it'll happen where you know it's unexpected and it'll be something else. It might go to your children, your grandchildren, or something like a family member, a friend, somebody you hold near and dear in a different form. But sometimes it be in the same form, but 10 times worse. You can't tell me Laonia didn't manifest her karma, manifest her a bruiser. What she said her ex-husband was, she got it 10 times over with Johnell. We watched it play out, y'all, literally. How many people was watching in this saga and said, dang, everything she said about her ex, she going through it now. That's how you know. Ain't no way. Is she really a guy, a good person, a good God-fearing person? God ain't gonna put her through that again. If she really went through that, God ain't gonna put you through that again. If you really God-fearing, if you really practice what you preach, and you a real good God-fearing person that don't be out here intentionally trying to hurt nobody, because you get karma based on your actions. Karma comes, bad things happen to you based on your actions at least 9 times out of 10, right? So if you good to people, then guess what? When you put good into the universe, you get good bad. It's good karma and bad karma. Period. You can't tell me this girl was really a good person, right? Oh, you was just such this good person, and RH really did these horrific things to you, and then God gave you a relationship right after that where you went through 10 times worse. No, it's because you lied on this man. Granted, you didn't have a perfect marriage. No marriage is perfect, but you lied on this man. You made it seem like this man did all of these things to you, knowing it wasn't the case. And then you manifested that exact relationship because you didn't get into that relationship for the right reason. And still going through hell. Still ain't happy. Still stressed because he ain't getting it together. Even though let's put on a facade on the internet and make it seem like it's perfect. Again, let's make it seem like this man is then did a 360 and he helping me and he doing all these things. Even though the real ones know It ain't truthful. Ain't nobody crazy. A woman who done been through some things and know the look of a stressed out, tired woman, you know when it's cap. You can see in her videos that she's not happy, that she's going through it, that she's stressed, that she's in over her head. But when you not living your life the right way, and this is the result of, you don't always see a person's karma, but you can see they going through it. You don't always need to see their karma to know they going through it, y'all. And that's a fact. See, it's easy to convince the world and the internet that, oh, I'm such a good person. I don't do no wrong. I don't do this. I don't do. But baby, God sees all. That's what people be failing to realize and be forgetting. See, they play with God. They be playing with God, but they fail to realize that He sees all. He sees what everybody else don't see. He see the things that are not able to be seen by the eye, like intention, the non-action words. He see your intention, whether good or bad. And that's what determines your karma. That's what determines your karma. They could say what they want, but this girl did not have good intentions when she came out here and said what she said and did what she did to her ex-husband. I don't care what nobody say. That man upgraded her life. He took her and her kids in, which is why she would constantly praise him on the internet and give him his accolades. See, he deserved that praise. Johnell didn't. That's the difference. She praised Johnell to prove a point. She praised the truth because it was the truth. Because he was actually doing those things. Like when she said, oh, I don't, when she was talking about the first baby daddy, oh, I don't really care about him because I got my husband now. Because when a real man step in, you don't, a real man is going to be, don't ask that ninja for nothing. We got it. Don't force that ninja to do for his sharing. We got it. I got it. I'm the head of this household. You shouldn't have to ask him. He know he got kids with you. You shouldn't have to ask him for nothing. That's how a real man steps. And she knew that because she herself said she didn't need the first baby daddy because her husband was stepping. She herself said the reason why she even wanted a baby with him is because of how he stepped for his oldest daughter. Times when Foot Meat was finna be evicted, he paid all her bills because his child was in that house. And he didn't have to because she had 5 kids in total for different men. That wasn't his responsibility. Even though he cut her water dry because she came out here and lied. And rightfully so. I wish you would play with me on the internet and you always asking me for money. Child bye. But we got to keep it a bug. Tasha K called it out early, y'all. Tasha K said they reached out to her to grow this girl's YouTube based on a DV audience. Trying to garner a DV audience based on a story. Tasha K said she asked them, well, do y'all have any proof? Do you have any receipts? Any police report, doctor reports, anything? Pictures? No. No, but we're trying to build her YouTube, and we figured that you're the biggest YouTube platform, you popping, and it'll actually be beneficial to you if you would, interview her. And how if she trying to grow her YouTube, how would it have benefited Tasha K when her YouTube is already established? That's what really pissed Tasha off. Because they was trying to gaslight her. Like, how are y'all beneficial to me? Because Laonia was viral at the time. That's what they was trying to push. Oh, she going viral. The story is constantly going viral. So it would be beneficial to you to share it on your platform. No, it would have been a gamble. And she seen early on and I guarantee y'all, the Tasha K that I know, the one that I watch on her website, the way she interviewed, she would have ate lie on you up in that interview. Cause she don't play when it comes to deceptive. When she peep out that lie, she gonna act on it. I didn't see her piss off a lot of females, y'all, that thought they can go in there in that interview room and play with her. Be inconsistent, be deceptive. One in particular, it was a female who had dealings with what is his name? Um, Not Birdman. They from Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I forgot his name, y'all. But it was a guy that was managing. His brother is Baby Williams or somebody, I forgot. And the girl was apparently the manager of the guy. And she went on Tasha K platform, but she was trying to leave certain information out. And Tasha K called her out on it on during the interview, like, I don't deceive my audience like that. We ain't doing that. If you ain't gonna put it on the floor and give them all the details, the girl wanted to leave out the fact that she was sleeping with the dude, with the guy she was managing, which gave deception. It basically switched the narrative of the whole story. Because she was trying to paint a narrative like he was bruising her, but she was sleeping with him too. And Tasha was like, oh no, we ain't doing that. You gotta keep it above. You can't leave out certain details, which switches your narrative all the way up. And the girl was pissed off. And that ain't the only interview she did like that, where they try to come in there and lie, and she caught them up. So I know for a fact, if Lawanya would have did that interview, we probably wouldn't be here today. We probably wouldn't be here today, y'all. Because she herself said she was gonna make her explain every lie that she came out here and told that RH put out receipts and rebuttal. She said that. It's all good. I don't know what the likes is like doing, y'all, but I was gonna get into the messages, but I'll say that for tomorrow. Because we at 2 hours and I see they got a lot of people that's going live. So I'm gonna just get off and like I said, y'all know I don't like to go over 2 hour mark anyways. And I'm hungry. I'm ready to go eat something, child. I ain't got hungry, y'all. I ain't had supper yet. I don't know what I want though. I'll figure it out and see what my babies want. But this is crazy. It's like I get more and more disgusted the more I see certain things play out, because I know where I'm from, the women would never. The women would never. Ain't nothing wrong with defending yourself. Let me say that. Let me say that if you choose to, right? Because everybody don't move the same. Because I know I ain't addressing nothing. If I ain't said it myself, who are you? That's like somebody putting something out about you, right? And they want you to address it or go back and forth or whatever. I look at it like, who are you? What makes you valuable enough in my life that I have to try to clear something up that you put out that you don't even know to be factual because you don't know me for real? I look at stuff differently. That's just me. Especially when you know it's some crap. Anyways, y'all, let me get up off of here because I am hungry now. See what my babies want to eat today before it gets too late, y'all. Y'all, everybody going live now. You might see me in the chats too because I be trying to support also with my fellow CCs, depending on what it is. But yeah, I love y'all. Shout out to y'all because even when other people go live, y'all still be holding out the chat, rocking out with your girl. Y'all don't just jump and leave me. So, shout out to y'all. It make me feel like I'm doing something right, baby. I love y'all. And y'all did y'all big one on your girl with the super. I I am so grateful and appreciative. I swear. I love y'all for that. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Thank you for the view, the watching the ads, hitting the like button if you did. Um, yeah, I love y'all. Who else lives like over there? A few people. I think Tabby. I think Amber going live. I want to say 2K going live. I just seen some notifications pop up, Gabrielle. Yep. But I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Because we're going to keep it rolling now. Even if we got a dialogue just like we did on this one. But I think I'm going to save those messages for tomorrow. Because it's too many of them to get into now. I'll be on here for about 4 hours and I can't do that. I'm not one of them, y'all. I can't. So we're going to save those for tomorrow and break those down. I love y'all. Right back at you, BSI. I'm going to tell her too. She be coming here talking about, Mama, can I say something to them? I'm like, girl, no, I'm working. Get away. She so be saying that. Can I tell them something? Can I say something? I'll let her talk to y'all next time. But yep, I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all be safe in these YouTube streets because these YouTube streets ain't safe. If y'all don't know that by now, y'all listen. But bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pop, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lupac baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap